Rabbitearsblog, and welcome to my first ever best comments video. In this video, I'm gonna ask a question and that deals with whatever topics I come up with, like comic books or movies and TV shows. And then first I'm gonna give out my own opinion on this topic, and then afterwards I'm gonna give out the comments I saw on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, and post them on this video. So this week's topic is do you think the X-Men should go back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or should they stay at Fox? In my opinion, I'm actually kind of split between this topic. Like part of me wants the X-Men to go back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but another half of me is like okay that the X-Men's at Fox. So for the part of me that wants the X-Men to go back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I want the X-Men to kind of go back to the Marvel Cinematic Universe because I really been loving how Marvel's been handling all of their movies and stuff like that, and I would like to see how Marvel is going to handle the X-Men once they get the movie rights to this franchise. And I think that Marvel would have a better chance at developing all the characters. Like I really love what they would do with the Avengers characters. Like they develop each character, and everybody had a chance to shine. And I think Marvel could pull that off with the X-Men. Like they could choose several characters to focus on, and they be able to really develop those characters in each movie. So I think Marvel could do a better job with that than possibly Fox can. And the other half of me wants X-Men to stay at Fox because as much as I didn't like the first few movies that Fox made of the X-Men, I mean I liked X-Men 2, but I didn't care much for X-Men 3, The Last Stand, and the Wolverine. But as much as I didn't care much for the first set of movies that Fox had of the X-Men, I think they're really improving. Like I think Fox started improving with the X-Men franchise, started with First Class. So I think Fox is really improving with the X-Men franchise, and I've been liking the direction they're taking the X-Men in lately. Even though I still think they have issues with trying to get all the X-Men characters in the spotlight. Like so far, we still have Wolverine, Professor Xavier, Magneto, Mystique in the spotlight, but not the other X-Men characters like Colossus or Kitty Pryde or Iceman or Rogue or Gambit and all those. You know, we still haven't seen those characters get in the spotlight yet. But I like one of the problems a lot of people have with the X-Men being in the same universe as the other Marvel characters is that like there's so many characters with the X-Men, and then they have these issues about the mutants being persecuted that doesn't quite gel in with the other Marvel universe. But at times, like some writers were never able to approach that subject at times. But despite that, I think the X-Men's got a lot of stories to cover. They got a lot of characters, and it might be hard for Marvel to like try to focus on all those characters when they're at the same time they're trying to focus on the Avengers characters who have just as many characters in their group as much as the X-Men. So I think it could be hard for Marvel to balance all of those characters that show up in the X-Men franchise, and they might focus on just one or two characters. I think one of the best things about X-Men being at Fox is that they can focus on all these characters if Fox takes that opportunity to try to develop stories for each X-Men character in the comics. So that's one good thing about the X-Men being at Fox is that they can focus on all the characters without having to worry about colliding with the other Marvel characters and stuff like that. And another thing is that the X-Men's got a lot of storylines. I think Fox could tackle a lot of the X-Men storylines that happen in the comics and try to make movies out of them. And like I mentioned before, because the Marvel Cinematic Universe is so tied into each other, it might be hard to like get the X-Men. It might be hard to explain the X-Men side of the stories without them tying up into the Avengers or the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff like that. But that's pretty much my opinion on all this. Like, I'm kind of in the middle with this topic. Part of me wants the X-Men to go back to Marvel because I know Marvel's going to handle the X-Men characters a little better. Like, they're going to try to give everybody the spotlight. And I guess, I want to see the X-Men interact with the Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff like that. It'd be pretty interesting to see how they would interact with those characters. But another half of me is okay that Fox has the X-Men because we'll be able to focus more on the X-Men characters, and they'll be able to explore more with the X-Men through they'll be able to explore more with the X-Men storylines through their movies without having to collide with the Avengers storylines or the Guardians of the Galaxy storylines. So now that I gave out my opinion on this, here's the opinions of everybody else. So here's the best comments of the week. All right, everyone. Here's our best comments of the week. So we're going to start with the Twitter comments and then we move our way to the YouTube comments. So here's the first Twitter comment. And this comment comes from Mr. Dark Phoenix. And Mr. Dark Phoenix says, I think Fox can accomplish a lot with the X-Men since there's a wider universe and stories they have. So Fox. The next Twitter comment comes from Ghostbuster Real. And they say, X-Men should be a part of the Marvel universe for team-ups with Spider-Man, Avengers, etc. The next Twitter comment comes from Zanzibar POV, and they say, my vote is X-Men back to Marvel. The next Twitter comment comes from SpideyFan7476, and they say, I've been loving Fox's work with Gotham. It's far better than what Disney has been doing to Marvel. Alright, now we're at the YouTube comments. And the first YouTube comment is from Scotty Showman, and they say, one of the main perks of reading a comic book is when you pick up Captain America and it says guest starring Spider-Man in the corner. You want to see how these larger-than-life characters interact with each other. This whole Marvel Fox situation has deprived the cinematic audience of seeing their favorite characters come together to a degree. That is a shame. I don't care how Marvel and Fox get it done. As long as heroes under the Marvel banner have the freedom to pop up anywhere in the cinematic universe as they do in their comic universe, I'll be a happy camper. Happy holidays! And the next YouTube comment comes from Hannah Malcolm, and they say, X-Men should stay at Fox. Well, I hope you enjoy all of these best comments of the week. And be sure to follow me on Twitter so I can keep you updated on any new videos I post up. And also like my Facebook page, Rabbitearsblog's Best Comments Week. So that way I can keep up to date with all the comments that's going on with the various topics I've come up with. And if there's any other topics that you want me to talk about, please feel free to comment below and I'll see what I can do about it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is Rabbitearsblog and I'll see you later.